Whenever you're ready, Linda. All right, welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. Let us begin like we always begin, finding a comfortable seat and letting that be a seat again that allows you to feel that you are settling into something, right? So your comfortable seat is not one that requires a lot of effort for you to hold up, but it is one where you are letting yourself feel held. And then we're actually going to start with some breath fire. So you're going to take your arms up. Yeah, arms up. 4 fingers curled in towards the palm of the hand, curled in, not all the way like a fist, but just curled in towards the pads of the knuckles. Thumbs extended out. So as the arms go up to 60 degrees, the thumbs are pointing out and back. And then you're going to begin breath of fire, which is pumping your navel. So go ahead, begin pumping the navel in and out, letting the breath move through you. Keep those arms extended, keep them up, shoulders soft, thumbs extended. Move your navel. Good. Nice. We are in yet another exciting, challenging moment of life. And they're all exciting and challenging. But sometimes they feel collectively like they are bigger, more challenging. And so it's important that we feel everything that we feel in this moment. And it's equally important that we don't condense those feelings into a story that doesn't let us out. So your breath of fire is you are moving your energy. You're moving that navel center. And they call this, right, ego eradicator, so that you are taking that concept of yourself that has a story about everything that's ever happened to you, that this is what's hurt me. This is what keeps hurting me. This is what keeps happening. You take that whole story and you start to obliterate it. And you come back to a realization that there is everything that's ever happened to you. And there's also the infiniteness of you that is going to keep breathing, that's going to keep living, that's going to keep showing up. And you show up as big as you can. Keep the navel going. Don't get harsh with it, but stay steady. If your arms are tired, reach them longer. Yeah, I know. Minute and a half. You can do this. It's only a minute and a half. Keep going. Navel moving in and out, in and out, in and out. Taking your whole story, all the frustration that you've had in this week or this month or this year, bring it into your breath. Use it as fuel. Not in a harsh way, but where you take everything that's occurred, everything that's in your mind, and it becomes fuel for you to find that infinite self. They say compost it. Thich Nhat Hanh says you compost your emotions for compassion. So what is beyond your ego? Keep the navel going. What is beyond this moment? Keep going. Less than a minute. Keep going. Time does a funny thing in breath of fire. It goes on forever, but keep going. Navel in and out. Pump. Keep your arms up. Good. If you have to bend the elbows, let them bend, but keep your arms up. Keep your chest up. Keep your head up. Keep your mind up. And keep your heart open, open, open. Good. Everything that you felt, everything that you do feel, use it as fuel for your breath. And keep going. And it doesn't matter what comes out on the other side. You're like, what happens when I eradicate my ego? Who knows? Keep breathing. You'll find out. Good. Keep going. Good. Deep breath in. Pause. Hold the breath. Bring your thumbs together to touch overhead. Squeeze everything in and up. And then exhale. Release the breath. Stretch your arms out and down. Hands resting on the knees or the thighs. Eyes closed. Feel yourself vibrate. The moment your mind wants to insert a story here about what just happened, Don't let breath of fire become a trauma. Just feel yourself vibrating. And either remain with eyes closed, or if you'd like to open your eyes and adjust your seat any way that you need. We're going to come into alternate nostril breathing. The left hand can rest on the knees or the thighs. If you want to come into a mudra, thumb and first finger to touch is beautiful, or you could really touch any of the fingers. They're all important. Right hand comes up in front of you. You're folding your pointer finger, middle finger in towards your palm, or extending it to your third eye. Thumb, ring, and pinky extend out to the side. Breathe your breath in. And then our thumb closes off right nostril. Exhale out through your left. As you inhale through the left nostril, gently close it off with your ring and pinky. Exhale through your right. And then inhale through the right. Closing off with your thumb. Exhale out through the left nostril. Inhaling through the left. Close off. Exhale through the right. And continue. Visually, if you would like to follow your breath, spiraling up and down the spine with each inhalation, you follow the breath in and down, spiraling. Each exhalation, you follow the breath spiraling back up the other way, out. Welcome to add that visualization. We have a thing that we say in yoga practice frequently, which is that the answer to every question, the answer to every problem is to meditate. But what you're seeking through your meditation can either reinforce the story of your mind or it can help free you from it. So there are no solutions. There are no answers that are necessarily given through meditation. That's not the point. Meditation is a state where you stop trying to figure things out and you allow the cohesion of creation to flow through you. The ultimate states of meditation, we call it samadhi, being completely absorbed into oneness, where your concept of I disappears, but in a loving way. So we are practicing allowing that state to enfold us when we sit to meditate. And it can be as simple as knowing that what you do before you sit, the breathing that you do, the way that you set your mind, is to give yourself a way out of the story of what is happening, so that you can touch that place where the cohesion, the wholeness of everything can flow through you. Alternate nostril breath, uniting the opposing energies in us. With one breath, you touch everything. With one breath, you are everything. Keep letting yourself fall into the rhythm of the breath. Don't get bored with it. Connect to the sensations. If your mind is wondering, how long am I going to be here? That's part of the story. Is this really going to enlighten me? That's part of the story. If you need to hold that elbow up, the arm that's working the nostrils, if you need to bring the other hand up to hold the elbow, you're perfectly welcome to do that. The next time that you exhale through your right nostril, release the breath, release your hands down, release the mudra if you have thumb and first finger together. Feel for a moment. And letting your left hand again remain on your lap, palm facing up. Bring your right arm up so elbow is palm facing forward, elbow out from your shoulder. Good. No mudra on that hand, just open hand. This actually is a mudra, right? This is Abhaya mudra. It means have no fear. The left hand is relaxed, the right arm is up, palm facing forward. Good, level wrist. So Linda, don't let your wrist fall back, level wrist. And with the eyes closed again, or out, or open. It's a very powerful thing to meditate with eyes open. Can you breathe in everything that scares you? And can you breathe out the answer to that fear? And it might be courage, it might be patience, it might be compassion, it might be all of those things combined. Can you breathe into that sensation of your own fear? And can you breathe out the sensation of the answer to that fear? For all beings that are afraid, that they find the answer to their own fear. But don't just think it as a thought. Breathe in the reality. I inhale the feeling of my own fear. I don't push it away. But I exhale compassion and grace and courage, strength and resilience. I exhale fearlessness. And I know you can drop that elbow a little bit closer to the body if you need, but keep your palm forward. Keep it open. It's not important how high the elbow is. It matters that the palm stays open. Breathe in your sensation of what scares you. Not the story of it, just the feeling. I know what it's like to be afraid. You exhale fearlessness, whatever form that comes in. Breathe deeply, so every breath you're not cutting off the sensation of your own fear. You're not cutting off the exhalation of fearlessness. And this is the practice of meditation, is to not cut yourself off by the limits that you're used to. Your mind only goes so far and then says, that's enough. I only go so far with forgiveness. I only go so far with compassion. I only go so far with myself, and then say, that's enough. I'd like to hold on to that limitation, please. Do you breathe yourself beyond that, bigger than that? Complete experience of what it is to be afraid. Breathing out the complete experience, even if you don't know it, but the wish, what you imagine, the whole experience of fearlessness. For all beings who are afraid. Maybe that convinces you to hold your arm up for one more breath. As there are other beings who are afraid. One more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. And releasing that right arm down. Place the back of your right hand into the palm of your left hand. Both palms up, so your right hand is resting in your left hand. This way, like you're making a little cup or a little bowl. Good. So back of right hand in your left palm. Let the tips of your thumbs come to touch. And then just let the hands fall towards your lap. Just feel the breath flowing all the way in and down. And every exhale, you're surrendering the breath back to its source. You're inhaling the breath down, maybe feeling the connection of your seat to the earth, the heaviness. And exhaling, surrendering the breath back to its source, which maybe feels like it's very light. So you're moving between those opposites, inhaling down into the heaviness. Exhaling, surrendering the breath into that feeling of light, weightless. The intermingling of those energies in you. Hands are relaxed, resting on the lap. So the mudra for equanimity. Being the place where all opposing energies meet, combine. Being a peaceful place where all of that momentum comes to rest. On your next exhale, release your direction of the breath, release your hands, Placing the hands on the knees or the thighs, palms up or down, your choice. Move your spine just a little bit of cat and cow, maybe some rolling of the neck. And then what I would like you to do is I'm actually going to play a mantra for you. It's Rama Dasa, Sase Soham, mantra for healing. You don't have to have a clear idea of what is being healed, just that things can be healed. So if you would like to lie down for this mantra, you are welcome to. If you're happy in your seat, you can stay in your seat. If you want to change your seat so you're a little bit more relaxed, less of a I'm holding myself up in meditation seat, you can do that. I apologize, I meant to try to set this up on my computer so I could do the audio through Zoom, but we'll do the best that we can. And you are welcome, if you know the mantra, to repeat this as it's playing, or you can simply let yourself listen and receive, right? So part of meditation is when we let ourselves just experience. Someone on Zoom, give me a thumbs up that you can hear this. Better? Whatever there is in you, in your life, that you feel could use healing, you allow this mantra to begin to bring that healing into reality. And so all beings that you know that need healing, you become the conduit that as you hear this mantra, you extend it through you straight to them. So drop your sorrows, drop your cares. Let yourself rest. said that every mantra is happening eternally, energetically. That when we repeat them, when we hear them, we are tapping into the flow or the energy of that mantra, but that the mantra itself, the reality of it, is eternal. It's happening. So while there is the story in your mind of what has happened to you, what is happening to you, story of the world, there is this other story that's happening too, this other energy that's happening as well. And it's the energy that is healing. It's the energy that is peace. It's the energy that is equanimity. It's the energy that is whole. And it's happening eternally, side by side with that story that is your mind, that is your ego. So we meditate as the answer to the world so that we can feel that reality that is happening all around and within the story of our mind. And so that we go to that bigness, so that you can show up for the story of your life fearless. And you can show up and do what is your healing to do. Because it's not beyond you. That's why the solution is to meditate, so that you know that that feeling of peace and equanimity is not beyond you. It's not beyond any of us. You have to be willing to know the story of yourself, to be immersed in that story of, or that energy of, the everything. So you meditate. And the rest of life maybe becomes a little bit more livable, a little bit more clear. So use your mantras, use your mudras, use every tool that helps you bring you away from just the story of your mind or the story of the world into that energy that is beyond. And you bring that bigness of the beyond into the story of your life, the story of the world, and the world changes. The answer to these times is to meditate. If you are lying down, bring your knees in towards your chest. Roll to your right side, find your way up to sit. Don't get tired of your practice now. And don't get disillusioned with your practice now. Crazier the world is, the more important it is that you meditate, that you sit with yourself, with the story of who you think you are and the reality of what you really are. Bring the hands together in front of the heart center, palm to palm, dropping the chin towards your chest. A remembrance that we will forget over and over and over again the infinite self that we are, and that we will remember over and over and over again to return to it. To be gentle with yourself. Even if you forget, you can always return. Sliding the thumbs up to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. Till I see you again. If you have anything to say to me, you want to let me know how that went, you got to unmute yourselves. Otherwise, just have a beautiful day and an easeful mind. Drop some of the nonsense for a while.
Thank you, Veronica. That's just what the doctor ordered today.
Yay. Good.
Thank you, V.
You're welcome. And of course, you can find this mantra, the Rama Dasa, everywhere. This was Snatam Kaur that I played for you, but you can find it on YouTube. You can probably find 16 million versions of it. So if it really felt good to you, then find a version that you like and play it on repeat.
Thank you, Veronica. It was
You're
terrific.
welcome.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
The healing meditation was wonderful.